Why does getting a job like a 9 to 5 feel like a prison sentence? Well, for most of my life, I tried to avoid work. I've famously said I never wanted a job. I avoided work in any capacity that I could because it was work that I hated. Little did I know that years later, I would find myself working pretty much all waking hours because it was something I wanted to work towards. The reason why your 9 to 5 feels like a prison sentence is because it's something you don't want to do. And I know many of us don't have the luxury in doing something that we want to do. But in the time that you have when you get home, try and set aside some time to work towards that thing that you actually want to do. Otherwise, life's just going to be miserable. Your time at work, you're going to grow to resent it. You're going to grow to... bad things are going to happen. Try and apply for a job that you don't find so stressful. I know it's not as simple as that, but you don't need a dream job. You just need that thing that doesn't make you feel worn down. I'll tell you what, for so long I was scared of getting into a career, getting into the world of work, because it just seems so like a trap, like it was the end of my life. Like I remember I was working in a care home and I was wiping people's butts, feeding them, and the hours were long. Like if I accepted to do a full day shift, it was 13 hours. I'd be there from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. And honestly, I was not a morning person at the time, so it was torturous for me. I'd wake up with probably about an hour's sleep. Some nights I didn't have any sleep. Get to work, and I always remember I'd be there'd be a handover process. So 7:30, we're in this office. Nurses are telling us what's happened over the night, and I'd be sat there, my heart would be racing, and I'd just be thinking, I'm having a panic attack, I'm dying. Like once that sets in, I was thinking I was having a heart attack, and it's because I was so underslept, and I didn't even want to be here. The only thing that let me feel a sense of reprieve was the fact I was on bank staff. Now, I remember people were out protesting locally saying, we hate bank jobs, 0-hour contracts, we don't want that. Truth is, that was the only thing that let me stay in the care home. If I had set days, knowing that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was going to be in the care home, it felt like I would have ended up shooting myself or something. At least when I was on bank staff, if they text me, because I'd be texted all the time, being like, we need you tomorrow, I'd just say, no, I don't want to do this. And eventually I decided I was going to stop doing this. And my grand scheme was to go to university so I didn't have to work in this care home anymore. It got me out of the care home, and for a few years I was having fun back in education again. But to be honest with you, I went to university for the wrong reasons. I went there to escape a life that I was unhappy with. And you know what happened right at the end of that? I went straight back into a world of work. There was no escaping it. This time I managed to find myself a job. Well, it took a few years, but I managed to find myself a job where I was actually doing video work for people. I could do that from home. I could do that in my own time. And I ended up putting way more hours into that because I wanted to. It didn't feel like a trap. It felt like I wanted to do it. That was the huge shift and the huge difference. When I've worked normal day-to-day jobs, they've always ground me down. For a while I was a cleaner in a school, and for a short time it was good, and then I grew to resent my time there. I'd just be there from the start of the day till the end of the school day, and I'd begin to question, why am I even here? I started walking around the corridors, and I'd have this little notepad, and I wasn't a YouTuber back then, but I would just write down video ideas because I wanted to be. This is back in, what year was it, 2017-ish, 2016, 2017. I'd be writing down notes. Oh, I could make this. I could make this. That was the only thing making that job feel alive to me, was the idea that I was working towards something that I wanted to do, because it felt so pointless. I even ended up cleaning areas that had never been cleaned before. I remember going into the staff room, cleaning the computers at the top of the staff room, and some of the staff would turn to me and be like, these have never been cleaned. Why are you cleaning in here? I'm like, well, I've done everything. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Something inside me, I wanted to do something. It wasn't cleaning, but at least while I was there, I just started cleaning things. Anyway, basically, you really got to see the hard truth and think, is this job killing my soul? Is there something better for me?